This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, in the last class, someone is asked what is the F&O meaning. The F&O meaning is that finance and operation. D365 F&O. Okay, technical. Actually, there is a two variants is there. One is the technical and functional, and ours is the technical. Completely, it's a coding related. Here we are using the coding called H++. Few people it's calling H, H or H like this. So many names is there, but ultimately we are using the coding of the H++. And this is basically a ERP product, Enterprise Resource Planning. ERP product, since it's a some set of packages is involved in this package in this product. So we have to in the first day onwards. Once I purchase it from that vendor, and first day onwards, I'm ready to use that product. And what are the required things is not available in this product, so we can go for the customization using the technical and functional consultant with the help of them. Okay, this is the thing. I give that one best example for that developmentation and customization. Suppose we can go for the shopping. Okay, for if you purchase that new clothes, we have a two options. One is that ready-made we can buy it, and the second one is that materials we can buy it and go to that tailor. We can provide that our measurements and wait for that 1 week or 10 days to get the our clothes. Okay, like this, that is the development part. But ready mades, it's ready to wear it, but doing the some small customization like length, and these are the things we can do the customization, then we can wear it. Like this, the ERP product also is existing. Once I got the product from that direct vendor, it's ready to use this one, but not fully 100%. Few of the 30 to 40% we can go for the customization and integration or upgradation based on that customer requirement. It's a depends. Clear, guys?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
Amar.
Yeah. And in the first class, this is actually it's a happening the demo, and it's a 45 hours of 45 hours of session. Okay, daily 1 hour session. Actually, it's a morning 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. For first 5 days, it's a 9:30 to 10:30. But the initial 5 days, I can show to that what is that dynamics and how it is going to be handy. That is useful for us. Then once we can enter into that advanced, then it will take more time. Okay. In the first class, we can see about that architecture. Okay. Actually, in the architecture, the basic architecture is available and development architecture is different. First of all, we'll see that basic architecture of the D365. If you heard about that architecture, any language having that architecture is there. At the same time, our D365 FNO also architecture is there. Our architecture is the three-tier architecture. I hope everyone heard about this word three-tier. If you are working with the implementations or development language, they can talk about that what is the three-tier architecture, like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. If three-tier architecture means actually it's having the three interaction layers type of is available, and what it is involved in this architecture we'll see. Okay, first in our AH we can call it's a web browser. We can call it as a end user. Okay, end user, we can see into that web browser. What is the use of this one means we can cross that any instruction. Suppose I want to open any form or run the report or enter the few value, that time I can using the end user, in the sense the name itself it in the client. Okay, client directly using the end user screen. Okay, from the client he can play around the using the ERP. And the second tier is that AOS, most important part. Okay, the full form is the application object server. AOS means application object server. Because why it is application object server is required? What are the instructions you have passed from that end user? The same it will take that AOS it will take, and AOS consists of the okay forms or AH plus plus code and everything. What are the business logic? Technically terminology we can call it as a business logic. What are the business logic is behind this one? It is executed and in generated one query. That query it is goes and executed in the database level. Okay, the third tier is the database. Okay, it is executed in the query the database level. Once if it is execute the database, how what it is returning? Result set. Okay, if you write that any query in the database, it will return the result set. That result set again come back and place into that AOS what is the form or else table or report and fill the data. What are the data result set we are getting from the database? The data it is filling here, and again it's a interaction with that end user and shows the data. Okay, this is the way our architecture will work. This is a basic architecture. Development architecture is different, and it will comes under the application stack and development architecture and the metadata files. I will show to you. This is the very basic level architecture. If you pass that any information from using that end user, how it is going to be executed. These things backend process, what it is going to be done. Okay, these one, two, three. These three layers is a mutually interaction. Okay, mutual interaction. The request is goes to the AOS from end user to AOS, AOS to database. Again, the result set is come to the result set or whatever it may be. If it throws the error also, okay, whatever it may be, it's we got from the database. The same thing we can get that AOS and shows to the end user. And here we are using the database is that SQL Server. Okay, it's a MS SQL Server, Microsoft SQL Server. Any doubts, guys, up to here? Okay, I'm
No,
taking
not
everyone is
clear.
clear. Yeah, fine. Yeah, and we can see where it is. These layers or architecture is available. We'll see now. Okay. And before going to that one, AOS is hosted onto the IaaS. Okay, IaaS, Internet Information Services will show where it is exactly available. From D365 onwards, we are opening the our environment through using the web browser. Similarly, we can use the Microsoft Edge or else Google Chrome. We can use that one. Okay, then we'll see here. There is I already pinned this one. Okay, I have put it as in the bookmarks bar. When I click this one, it will going to be opened. This is the URL. This is the we can call it as a end user. End user will consider the URL. See, usn conbots it's one cloud one dynamics.com. This is our URL. I will show. Suppose if you got that environment, if you freshly installed. Okay, but how you get this URL? But in my case, I have put that pin mark so that I can directly open from here. But if you freshly installed system, where we can get this URL? Okay, where we can get this URL means we can get from that AOS IA Internet Information Services. From here we can get that our URL. I will show to you. First of all, we'll see this is the end user screen. We can call it as a some people it is call it as a end user or client, but both are the same. Why we can call it as a end user or client? client accessing only these screens only from web browser only he can able to access, because he don't want that development environment, because he can't do any development. Just what are the customization we did, he can able to operate or he run that his business from the end user only. That's why you can call it as a, this one is a end user or client. Based on that person who is a habituated, they can call it as a end user or client. Okay, these are the modules and workspaces. We'll see later this one. Okay, and first of all, we'll get the this URL where it is available. This URL. Anyone knows how to open the IAS?
iNet
And
Manager.
run command.
Yeah, we
Run
can
command.
pass the iNet MGR.
Manager.
Okay, we can call it as the full form is the Internet Manager. Okay, the windows are and plus the iNet Manager. When you open this one, the internet information, this is the 10th version. Okay, we open the sites here. AOS service is hosted. AOS full form application object service. Here it is a hosted. If you come to right side, we can see that this is the URL. Okay, this is the URL. Once if you click this one, then if it is open the web browser, then we can use that to use user. And if you see here manage website, here restart and stop. Start is already grayed out. That means it's a running. Now I am going to do the stop. Once I refresh this one, I get the error. HTTP error 503. The service is unavailable. Why it is unavailable? Because I have stopped this service. When I start this one, okay, again it is going to be start. Okay, from here on we can operate start or stop, because sometimes while working the real time the AOS is crashes. That time we can check if it is a starting stage or the stop stage. We can see here, come to that IS manager. Okay, sometimes we don't have the access for that internet information services, but that time how I can start the service? If I have the direct access, I can start this service. So I don't have the permission in that my Active Directory. How can I start? Anyone know?
Through services, no?
Through services, we can't. It's not available in the in age 2012. It's available. Microsoft Dynamics, it's available. But here, batch management and DMF only is available. Okay,
Okay.
I understand in the 2012 it's a services is available, but in D365
Mm-hmm.
onwards the AOS is kept into that IAS. Okay, how we can start through using the command prompt. Okay, you can go to the command prompt, right click and run as administrator. Please remember each and every software related to D365 open from the administrator only. Then only we can taste the full flavor of this one. Okay, then administrator, here we can see which who is the user is open. Okay, administrator, and here we can come the reset, sorry, is reset. See, is reset. If you press this command and attempting to stop, internet service successfully stopped, attempting to start, internet services successfully restarted. This command we need to paste. What is the is reset? The second way. Okay, this is the second way of doing. We can do that one. Okay, sometimes we have the option called in the Visual Studio also it's available. Okay, guys, I need to close all these things. From here in the Dynamics 365 tab, in the real-time systems is available. This is a demo mission, that's why it's not available. In the real-time system D365, here restart AOS is there. Here after infolog or before infolog, when you click on this one, automatically the AOS is restarted. No need to go for that command prompt or IAS also. Clear? And third one is that
Hello, Amar.
database. Yeah,
Hello. On this
yeah,
IaaS service, no, there are other services also hosted. Uh,
yeah,
as you can see, different website, retail, cloud first. So if we
yeah, yeah.
reset IaaS, then all these service get stop, no? If we reset with the command
No, no,
prompt.
no, 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 no. Only AOS, because here we're using the AOS only. The retail and these are the separately is hosted. Okay, these services is hosted. We need to concentrate on the AOS
Okay.
because suppose
Because
if you're
in command
working in that
prompt we are writing IIS reset.
yeah, IAS reset.
Okay. So does it affect on other
Okay,
services?
command. These services, if it is applied, but we can't see this one because of these retail postings is a different one. Okay, but
Mm-hmm.
it is also included in that D365. But the POS we need to configure somewhere else. Okay, that
Mm-hmm.
system, that front end is everything is different. Okay,
Okay.
that is the point of sales. It's come to the retail.
Correct.
Clear?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Then we can see that next one is the database. Database here we are using the MS SQL Server. How you open? I will show to you. Here I have already tagged this one as administrator. Okay, this is the database. If you expand this one, this is the databases is available. HDB, data warehouse, Azure storage emulator, and these are the different databases is available. But here we are using the HDB. Okay, HDB. This is the main database. We'll discuss what is the use of other databases also.
Hi,
We'll
Amar.
discuss.
Sorry to
Yeah,
interrupt you. Yeah,
yeah,
I
no
would like
issue
to
there.
know. Yeah. So this database for the both on premises and cloud version.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, here we are using the only cloud version. In the cloud version
Okay.
also, the same database is there, HDB only. Okay,
Okay.
if you see in the real time also, the database name is the HDB only.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, the same names, the same names.
And we
Clear?
can start and stop services from LCS also. So what is that?
Yeah, LCS also we can do that one, but what is the necessity for simple thing why we can go for that LCS? Because we have
Okay.
the
Okay.
chance to here. We have a chance
Okay.
here, but every organization will not provide that LCS access. Okay, admin
Right.
access.
Right.
If you got that admin access, then only we can able to do that one. But some
Okay.
small when we can go for that LCS, some deployments or else configuration change. Suppose if we don't have the access of that module, suppose here showing that a few modules here, and you suspect one of the module is you can't able to see, that time you can go to that configuration is available in system administration. Okay, there you can see that the configuration you can't enable in the D365. We need to take that SQL server as a maintenance mode, then LCS we can use that one. There is a database, we need to write the one query, but that time we can go, but otherwise we don't want to go for that one. Clear?
Clear. Clear. It's clear.
Okay, fine. Yeah, and we see that HDB, this is the third layer. Okay, third tier we can see that three tiers we have seen, but how it is interlinked. If I place it here, I will show you accounts receivable. If I place open the all customers form, the customers is going to be open. What it is doing in the please wait, it is searching the ways the form is available in that AOS. Once if it is a form is identified, what are the business logic is behind, and this business logic is executed here and come back to that AOS and fill into that form. Okay, and where it is available this data, just I can write the one simple script in the SQL and will show to you. HDB, fine. Select star from cost table. Okay, executed one. Echo numbers. Okay, here what are the echo number? 0033. Okay, these are the account numbers 00403. The same account numbers is available here. But why those account numbers, different account numbers, will see that part is different. Actually, it's a in SQL we're getting that all the legal entities data. We'll see that in through using the programming. But how it is interlinked? These three tiers, how it is interlinked? First tier and second tier, three tier. Okay, we'll see now. How it is interlinked means, first of all, goes to that system administration module. Okay, in the module system administration module, here we can check database information in the inquiries and database information. Here we can see log on database. What's the database name here? It's showing HDB, right? The HDB and log on server. This is our server name. If you go and check here, again, this is the server name F365H. Okay, this is the server and database and log on file name. These things like this, these three layers is interlinked. Okay, understand how it is interlinked, our end user with this one. Okay.
Amar, was that third parameter which is shown in this client database server, and then there one C drive
This is a log file. This is a log
log
file.
file?
Yeah, this is the log file. Suppose if it is any errors is happening, sometimes it is hitting
Hmm.
into that our notification icon, but sometimes you can't get it. That time it
Hmm.
is write a one log there. But most probably we can handle into that exceptions, these things. Okay, unexpected errors we can get
Okay.
that in the log file. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, like this one is configured. Clear, guys, the basic architecture and how it is interlinked and these things. Hello.
Yes, Amar. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And now we can see when I open this one, automatically it is opening that default dashboard. Suppose if I delete this URL and press this one, every time it is opening the default dashboard. And where it is available, these setups, and I want to change that this color. And what is that? This gear icon. We'll see. First of all, we can go to that user options here. Okay, click on the user options, and based on the environment we can change. If I click on this one, automatically the color is going to be changed. Okay, whatever color you want to change, you can put that one. And the size of the icons, like this is a bit zoom, and this is some small like this one. If you want, based on your preferences, you can do it one. And preferences, so you can see that the startup company is the USRT. Here I can able to see that so many companies here. Okay, the USRT. When I open this one, automatically it is opening the USRT. But which company you want to open this one by default? These are all the other default settings. From here onwards, you can't to open the what is the company you have set up. Automatically, it is open from that company. And the initial page, I have placed it as a default dashboard. That's why it is open at every new URL. It is opening the default dashboard. And the system administration, which form you want to open, you can put it here, or you want to do go the customization if you want to add new forms are like that. Okay, default view mode, if it is a auto or view or edit mode, which mode you want, you can do. Okay, language and country regions here. If you are using that English US, then it's fine. Suppose your customer is referring to that some other language, Arabic or else, you can change automatically. Those languages will come. I can show into that next tab. This one you can change. Our Dynamics is will work for that other languages also, multi-language purpose. You can change it here. Suppose if it is a Danish, and you may change your language, refresh your pro page, just refresh this one, then it is going to be converted. See, now it is showing as a Danish. Okay, everything is converted. The preferences, again I come back to that English US. Okay, and date and number format, which format and which country area format you want. We can set up this one. And the time and zone. Here I'm selecting that our India time, and the country region US is there because I don't want to change this one because it is hitting that time. Otherwise the AOS problem it will come because I'm using that demo mission. And the document handling, this is a document handling. If you want to upload or any document through against any purchase order or sales order, that time is a document handling needs to be done or not. And the URL manipulations, automatically update query parameters are, these are that if it not a mandatory, based on requirement only we can change this one. And accessibility, enhance the tab sequences are like that. Okay, we can see, but we can't see in the immediately this output if we change this one. And the second tab is called, it's a third tab is a account. In that account, who is that admin, who is a login, this one is a admin, and login information is available. Okay, and this email provider selection, these are the templates or these things. And workflow type of parameters is available here. But all these parts, if it is a functional nodes, function will set up all these things. But as of now, technically it's not required. Functional can set up all these things if it is required. And when we come to this screen, the main thing is that there is a button called usage data. Usage data is there. What is the use of this usage data? Okay, suppose I want to remove that some cache memory. Okay, if I am working with the SSRS reports or any form, I have applied my code, but that code is not reflecting what are the data I'm fetching from the database. The same data is not fetching from that AX. That time I can refresh or remove the cache from that. What is the available cache? That time I can go for the user. Okay, please remember, guys, here don't press the all users data until unless you are using the other dev bots. If you are using your dev bots, then it's fine, you can remove all the users data. But if you are using the QA or production or SIT UAT, that time don't clear the all users data. If you remove it, you will going to be escalated. Don't go for all users data, just click on your data only, because you are doing your modifications and you are checking your code only. That's why you can clear your data only. Clear this one?
Oh, hello, Amar. So for clearing this data, do we require any specific rights, or
Rights
any
is not
person
required.
can?
No, no, no,
Okay,
it's
so
not.
any person having any role, whether it is clerk or any role, they can also clear this user data or all user data.
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, and
All
what I
user data.
understood now. Okay, and what I understood now, this user option you basically use to personalize your setting. Okay, correct, no? UI setting.
Yeah, yeah, person, yeah.
Huh? So,
Use
is there any
yeah.
form through which I can personalize all user setting, or do I have to open each and every user's page and then I have to make this setting? Is there any
Sorry.
master page where, see, for changing the setting, I need to open
Mm.
each user setting and then I have to make those setting as per their requirement. So, is there any master page where
Okay, okay.
from where
That
I
means
can?
rights, rights. You mean the
Huh?
suppose this form is open from. Okay, I'm getting very. Hello. Yeah. Suppose if you want to open any form, that form is shows to that super user like this view, or manager like this view, employee like this view, front office guy like this view. That setting you are asking?
Oh, see, currently you open that user option page now, and there you can change those settings. So that are only applicable for your login, correct, na?
Yeah, yeah. Mm.
So
No, no,
if I
no.
want to,
This is available for the every login, but here this is not related to any security. Okay,
uh,
if the employee is login also as a low credentials, also low role, also he can able to use his data. Okay, that is
no,
different.
no, I'm saying like this visual preference account and workflow. This setting which you are currently defining, na, like startup, like company, it should always open
Mm,
USRT. Like it
yeah,
should always open this report dashboard.
yeah,
So
it's
this setting I'm defining for this particular user, like AD user. Okay.
okay.
So
Yeah, yeah.
So if I want to for each and so if suppose my company having 50 users, okay, and
Okay.
each user want to define different settings, okay. So for them
Hmm.
I have to log in to their personal client, and then I have to change this login changes, or is there any separate page from where an admin can change that particular setting for every user?
These type of settings, there is no admin. Whoever log in their preferences, they can set it. Okay, there
Okay,
is no
fine,
other
fine.
way.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
Thanks.
yeah. Otherwise, you can control their roles and access in the system administration module. But this is the general for everyone. It's a generic. If the user is the super user or employee, everyone can able to see this one. But if you want to change that to roles, that is a different. It comes under the
Different,
security.
correct, correct.
Yeah,
Understood, understood.
yeah,
Thanks.
yeah. And here we can see that USRT, this is a lookup, we can call it as, and some other languages, this is a combo bots also, they can call it a USRT. These are the all are the legal entities. Legal entity is nothing but a company, but in our ERP technologies, we can call it as a legal entity. Legal entity in the sense it is a USRT, Contoso Retail USA. It's a one of the company. If I operate, if I did any transaction, this is belongs to finance related or else any purchase order or vendor thing, everything is belongs to this particular legal entity. If I want to change my legal entity, just change this one. Okay, change this one, this is belongs to this other legal entity. Okay, likewise the customer having the changing the different companies also. Okay, suppose the customer having the three companies, then you can see that three companies in the drop down list. But I'm using the Contoso data, demo data, that's why I'm getting that what are the Microsoft is provided, those companies data, related data. Okay, and here there's a bell icon is there. Here we can get that any notifications, suppose if your batch job is scheduled, is completed, data management, refreshing the data entities, those things, it will come here. And in the question mark we can see that what is about the product. If I go to the about, and here I can see that the product, what is the update version I am using, update 24, the latest is the update 41. But don't worry, the coding part is nothing changed, only front end, a few of the things is they have changed. And here loaded packages and their modules, and what are the packages, what are the modules we have seen in that left side, the same modules I can able to see here. Okay, this is about the product. And this one also important, guys, in the interview point of view, they can ask which platform version you are working for. That time the platform version is available here. Okay, and here that installed product version, this is a product version, this is the platform version. Like in our mobiles we are using the Android platform. Okay, Android 10. But which version Android, like that we can say the which beta version, which update is a August update or else April update, like this one. Okay, in every quarter or every 6 months we'll get that update from the Microsoft, that is a wave releases is there, based on that it is going to be changed. And this is the user, whoever the user is login, we can see that admin, and I have the admin, right, that's why it's showing. And this is my login email address there. And this one is the search bar. Okay, suppose I would want in the long back I have worked on the one of the form, but I forget that form where it is available, the path I have forgotten. So I can simply say saying this, if I type this one, and it is it will show here. See what are the related data is available, where it is available. Okay, we can see here. Here, guys, this one, the architecture and front end, how to use and how to interact. And if it is what are the work items you have assigned in the real time. So suppose if it is your admin is configured, we can get that your assigned work items here. Okay, sometimes the defaults also it's showing, but it's nothing to not important that much.